seems pretty straight. But it is what it is. Screen rotate? It's fine. Now, I want to show you guys this video. Someone sent me a video last night. I watched it this AM, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I think it's really important. And we got to get some things straight and set out here. They sent it to me. Now, I don't know if they were referring to this relating to me, or if they just wanted to share this, or this is what they're going through. I have no idea. I asked what the intent was. I got no response. And me not getting a response is not while I'm making this video. I already had the idea to make this video as soon as I watched it. And I also had the idea to make a video as such before I got this. And I was gonna title it, "Get Your Ass Off the Internet." Why you worry about what the fuck I'm doing? I can do what I want. Person, why are you checking yourself out instead of trying to talk and think of what you're going to say? No, troll. The fuck is you talking about? Silly ass. I know exactly what I'm gonna say. That's why I'm here. If I didn't know what I was gonna say, I probably would have started it off like, I'm just here talking about nothing. But I didn't start it off like that. Why are you impatient? If you don't like how I operate or me checking myself out, I'm a feminine. I can do what I want. Half the time I get on here looking crazy. If you go back and look at all my videos, I've never looked this well put together. So you think I really care about how I look? Or you think I really got to think about what I'm about to say before I come on here? For you people, don't play with me. I will slice and dice your ass. Verbally. Thank you, Jackie. Whew. Some normacy in here. Good. Because I don't know what whoever that is on. Whatever. You shouldn't have mentioned it if you don't care. Why you even mention it? Like, go on. Just listen. Just listen. Don't speak. Just listen. You must ain't never listened to Jodeci. Don't talk. Just listen. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, thanks, Jackie. Now, moving on. I'm gonna just get to it. Let me show you what they sent me. And I told you why. Hold on, wait, it didn't. Is that a lot of people that talk about spirituality online, they only talk about. Is that a lot of people that talk about spirituality online, they only talk about the good part. You know, they talk about love and light, and they make it seem like the shit is all peaches and creams, but they don't tell you about the dark side. They don't tell you that when you actually open up your third eye and you actually start seeing beyond the matrix, bro, it's a lot of pain and suffering that comes with that, right?
And so you got to understand that pretty much everything we was ever taught was a lie. So when you become conscious, you have to reprogram the way that you think. So this means you have to go back in your mind and you have to resolve past traumas. You have to confront your own demons. And see, a lot of people don't want to talk about this. They want you to think that it's all about love and everything is sweet. But they don't talk about the real shit. They don't talk about the fact that, you can become depressed from having all this spiritual knowledge, right? Because you can become so elevated in your consciousness to where the physical earth bores you, the physical earth is beneath you, and you can begin to hate this realm. Because look, man, I'm going to tell you some real shit, man. I know a lot of people who got too deep into this conscious information, and they ended up just, crashing out or taking themselves out. Because you got to understand, man, this shit is not for the weak of heart. This shit will break you. This shit will destroy you. You talking about taking everything that somebody has known to be real and true and destroying that shit, right? And rebuilding your whole life, rebuilding your whole mind from the ground up.
First of all, no, 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 and no. First of all, it's a difference between spirituality and consciousness. I think spirituality it becomes a journey, your mission. Once you get the confirmation that the things that you've always been aware of since you came up out of the vagina, it's like you get confirmed, and then, okay, I know I ain't tripping. I know I'm not crazy. Now I'm on a mission. I can be used as a vessel. Then you have consciousness that is kind of like GMO, and it's learned from outside sources. It doesn't come from within. Now, this is all my opinion. If you have any rebuttals, rejections, because everybody's experience is different, hey boo, you can come in the comments and let me know what's up. But consciousness to me is more a GMO, to where people come into a consciousness or become conscious based off of things on the internet and this fake love and light type rigmarole. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm trying to use the least amount of profanity as possible because I want this to get out. So he sat up there and said that once you become spiritual or conscious, you realize that you've been told a lie, when that's not spirituality. Spirituality is 9 times out of 10, shit was dark already. You was already facing the dark aspects of life. You done went through trauma, so you're trying to figure out the who, what, where, when, and why. And then that's when you become, you get on your mission, because you've transmuted and you've done the shadow work. And then, not that you just do the shadow work and it's over with, you come to the realization that shadow work is constant. So it's more of a self-awareness with spirituality versus consciousness is more of a, oh, whoa, it happened to me type shit. When you're spiritual, or you're on a spiritual journey, or spirituality, real spirituality is basically you taking accountability and you becoming self-awareness, doing introspection, and getting yourself together and realizing that this life is happening through you, not to you, as versus consciousness is, oh, it happened to me, love and light, I'm gonna use love and life. Oh, I'm an empath, so I'm feeling all of these things, so I'm feeling your energy, and it's you doing it to me, and I have to seclude myself from things and go into hermit mode because it's happening to me, and you guys are not conscious, and your third eye is calcified and you don't see, and you guys need to get out of the matrix. Like real crybaby type shit. So it just baffles me when I get on the internet and I see stuff like this. And for the person to send me this and then don't tell me, well, are you saying this is me? Or is this how you feel? Or like, what was the purpose of sending me that? Because all I'm going to do is dissect it, break it down, and destroy it. Just like he say, once you become conscious, your whole reality is destroyed. That has nothing to do with spirituality. So by it really being labeled the dark side of spirituality is very misleading. And it pisses me off. Yeah, somebody sent me this. And this a really good friend of mine. Well, I consider it a good friend of mine. And I'm just like, yo, what up? They didn't say anything. So I already had it in my head to make this video. But they just reminded me of what I needed to do. Anyway. I'm probably going to write like a dissertation about this. Because I'm tired of these people on the internet playing. And then you have these consciousness. And it's like they like... He literally just said it like, you think you're higher than most and you looking down on earth and you hate this realm and experience. You get bored. No, that's science. Spirituality, the only thing I would say for, well, my experience, mostly spiritual people and me, what I see, the whole point of, well, what gets us down or makes us bored is we just be like, oh, so y'all really don't see this shit going on? Y'all really getting played with these rituals? So it's just like, y'all really don't want to change? It's like eon after eon. You know, when you're more self-aware of your spiritual predecessors and the things that you've been, you gotta know, like, it's been repetitive. You gotta know that you've been doing this, not even in this lifetime, but in past lifetimes, because you feel it. It's within, as opposed to consciousness is outside of self. You learn that shit off the internet. I don't care who you are. You don't just come out of nowhere. You become, now if you say subconscious, because that's you, that's inside, subconscious. But when you get the consciousness, is no, that you're backwards. And everything he explained is literally the backwards way to do it. You're supposed to go through the darkness and then come into the light. And not like you're separating dark or light or saying one is good or is bad. You find balance in both of them. And you use your dark side for when you need to, and you use your light side for when you need to. That's another thing they don't explain. I come to the realization that some of these messages can help people, but it can also mislead them and throw them off of the path of spirituality when this is the time where we need everybody to get their shit together. And when I say get their shit together, I mean really actually become spiritual. Find out what spirituality is for you. If you look at spirituality, you see ritual in there. So instead of following these rituals, i.e. Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day, New Year's Eve, which is not even New Year's, like we just started the new year, really. When you start your own rituals, which is really real spirituality, you won't get whopped and whooped and bebopped and be controlled and conform to a system which they deem as the matrix. You can only unplug yourself from the matrix. You can't get stay in it unless you want to. And that's a lot of people don't understand that you want this system. So when people like that hop on the internet talking about how spirituality is the dark side of it, The only dark side is looking at people like that and realizing that they have a long way to go, and some of those people is going to take them the next lifetime or probably 2-3 more before they get to a level to understand or whatever have you, that nigga, you did it. And you have to pull yourself out. And 8 on the screen. When I was 8 years old, I talked about this in one of my last live about what happened to me, and that like kind of opened me up to figure out what, when, who, where, and why. And then I was able to come into the light because I was born in darkness. I mean, let's just be real. And most people who's really spiritual been questioning everything since they came out the womb. It was just in us because we were doing this the previous lifetime and the one before that and the one before that, depending on how many we had, you know. I don't know everything. I damn sure don't know everything. Let me say that. I should have started off. I have no idea about everything. I don't want to know everything. But I know damn well it's a huge difference between consciousness and spirituality. And I need you conscience nagras to get off the internet spreading this false rhetoric, and you're further dividing humans from that experience, because everybody should be on a spiritual journey. Just like now, like they're trying to drive people away from tarot with the whole movie. Next, they're going to have a movie called Spirituality, the Dark Side. Like, I can see it coming now because they're trying to distract you guys from people like me and people who are on way higher levels, like Dolo and others who I can't even think about right now. So just be aware of what you're taking in and have some type of self-awareness of yourself. Now, usually confronting your own demons and dealing with trauma, past, present, is how you get to the path of spirituality. If you don't start in the dark, it's hard to accept and embrace the light. I was already fed up with this realm and questioning everything. Never to the point of wanting to unalive myself, which he mentioned that. And he said he know a lot of people who've like burnt out, tapped out, and unalived themselves due to becoming woke or conscious or opening the third eye. What is really opening the third eye now? Like, and how can your third eye like get opened? Like, it's like maybe Maybelline. Maybe you're born with it. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. It's like either you're born with it or not. And usually trauma and dark stuff is what ushers that spirituality in, and you become more enlightened and aware to get on the journey. So my childhood trauma led me to the point of elevating my awareness to see beyond this realm, to make sense of why so much has happened through me and why everyone is living a lie and the who, what, where, when, and how. I think if you open your third eye on your own devices, what he explained in that video happens. When you're authentically self-aware, living in this realm with a natural, pure mind and heart, you tend to get thrust into your spiritual journey. Survive the dark night of the soul, have a keen self-awareness, and embrace shadow work as a way of life and not some social media hashtag spiritual clout experience construct. Making ones feel higher than most, worse than the Bible thumpers / book thumpers, higher than thou religious folk. Okay? That's how you make something from nothing. That's how you're aware of duality. No good, no bad, just balance based on experience and the who, what, when, and where. balance. Now, consciousness is this. This is an example right here. See, I'm fixing myself again. Where's that guy that was talking about me being so worried about how I look? I don't want my titties just hanging out. Is that all right if I hide them? Is that okay with you if I adjust myself? Now, prime example, like I was saying, you see how I got right on here and he's trying to tell me how why am I worried about how I look and this and that? I wasn't worried about it at all. Now, conscious folks would have been, oh, I'm not worried. It's love and light. You see, I straight, nigga, mind your business. That's spirituality. Just being real, authentic. Because it's a time and a place for everything. Just like I did the Allow Me to Reintroduce Myself videos. I did. One was dark and one was light. One, I was cursing folks out. The second one, I was a little more softer and I gave you guys a backstory into my life and how I'm here, why I'm here, and things of that nature. So that's spirituality. Consciousness is me trying to fake the funk and be nice and be proper and not hurt someone's feelings when I can give a fuck about anybody's feelings. Straight up. I don't care about feelings or your thoughts. I'll address them, but it's not going to rule my world or bring me up or bring me down. It's not going to do anything for me, but I will address it. And then if needed, in the physical, chin check it, or esoterically chin check it. That's just reality, okay? Now, I had a little poem I wanted to read to you guys. Do you mind? You know what? I'm not even gonna do that one. I'm gonna save that for another video. But basically, that's all I wanted to say about that. I didn't want to make this long. I'm about to come back on because I wanted to separate this from other stuff, which I'm about to come back live and then do my little poetry slam. Give me some snaps, y'all. But yeah, run this back if you need to. Hop in the comments, let me know your opinion. I couldn't really read the chat because it's not even popping up. It's like going down. It's different because I'm using an iPad right now and it's kind of different. Let me lift this up. Oh, I'm looking at myself. Can I do that to the person who told me stop worrying about how I look? If you look at any of my past content, you know damn well I couldn't really care about how I look. I'm just adjusting myself because this damn weave is itchy. So I was moving it out my face. That's why I barely have my hair combed, because the stuff, I don't like hair in my face. Get the light on my face. Bye, y'all.